The London Borough of Enfield has just initiated one of the largest regeneration schemes in the city, referred to as Meridian Water. It is a £6 billion scheme on an 85-hectare publicly owned site with a notion to deliver 10,000 new homes and up to 6,000 new jobs over a period of 20 years. As Meridian Water is located in Enfield, one of the poorest boroughs in London, the scheme has the potential to address the local housing crisis that is causing significant hardships to local residents. Unfortunately, the housing policies of this government that are more about protecting the market rather than addressing the well-being of people are limiting options open to the council. Delivering secure homes for all is a key Labour priority. Labour is determined to see genuinely affordable homes available for new owner-occupiers, private renters, and council and housing association tenants. Most importantly, Labour want to ensure that nobody is homeless. True to Labour aspirations, the clear goal for Meridian Water must be to deliver solutions that would benefit the many, not the few. The scheme therefore needs to deliver homes to buy and rent at genuinely affordable levels aligned with local household incomes. The current housing needs of Enfield residents can only be understood by taking a closer look at the population of the borough, number of dwellings, and types of tenure. Enfield has a population of approximately 330,000 people, made up of nearly 129,000 households. Unfortunately, we only have around 125,000 dwellings to house the families, couples, and individuals looking for a home. As a result of this shortfall, many local residents live in temporary accommodation. People are also experiencing issues of overcrowding, unaffordability, poor quality homes, rent-driven debt, and homelessness. Homeowners make up 58% of Enfield households. They include a range of people such as retired residents who bought properties many decades ago and the younger generation with high mortgage debts. The remaining households live in rented properties owned by the local council, housing associations, or private landlords. The private rental market has grown significantly in the past few years. Household income has a direct bearing on affordability. Each column in this chart represents the annual household income in groups of £40,000. The width of each column illustrates the number of households that make up that specific income group. So, for example, 76,000 households receive an annual income below £40,000. The median household income in Enfield is just £34,000. This means 50% of Enfield households earn less than this figure. Although Enfield possesses many million-pound properties, less than 5,000 households have an income of over £100,000 per year. Even then, to purchase a median-priced house of £400,000, they would need a deposit of £80,000, a sum very few households have. Housing associations provide more affordable housing through various schemes, but these are still accessible to only a very small percentage of households. Home ownership is clearly out of reach for a large proportion of lower income households. Council homes at social rent levels are essential for these lower income households. Although private registered providers offer properties at more affordable levels, many still require housing benefit payments to pay the rent. Despite London affordable rent levels being better aligned to local median household incomes, they are still much higher than social rent levels. The relentless growth of the private rental sector in Enfield leaves many households with little disposable income and high levels of debt. 53% of all housing benefit payments go to private property investors, an effective annual public subsidy of £153 million to private landlords. Meridian Water provides a great opportunity to address Enfield's serious housing crisis, as nearly 3,000 new homes would be built in the initial 2 phases. However, with no council homes at social rent levels being developed under Meridian 1, unfortunately the housing crisis will only get bigger. The restrictive government housing policies and its lack of commitment to build council homes is a serious constraint the council faces. The loss of publicly owned land that benefit private property investors should therefore be resisted. Enfield's housing crisis can only be addressed by building more council homes at social rent levels.